us self-claiming some AGI milestone, that's just nonsensical benchmark hacking to me. The real benchmark is the world growing
Right.
at 10%.
The world economy is 100 trillion or something. If the world grew at 10%, that's like extra 10 trillion
That's it.
in value produced every single year. If that is the case, it seems like 80 billion is a lot of money. Shouldn't you be doing like 800 billion? If you really think in a couple of years we could be really growing the world economy at this rate, and the key bottleneck would be, do you have the compute necessary to deploy these AIs to do all this work?
The classic supply side is, oh, let me build it and they'll come, right? I mean, that's an argument. And,
Yeah.
you know, after all, we've done that. We've taken enough risk to go do it. But at some point, the supply and demand have to map. You know, you can go off rails completely when you're like all hyping yourself with all the supply side versus really understanding how to translate that into real value to customers. And you're not going to say, oh, they have to symmetrically meet at any given point in time, but you need to have existence proof that you are able to parlay yesterday's, let's call it, capital into today's demand so that then you can again invest, maybe exponentially even, knowing that you're not going to be completely rate mismatched.
I wonder if there's a contradiction in these two different viewpoints, because look, I mean, one of the things you've done wonderfully is you make these early bets when there's you invested in OpenAI in 2019, even before there was Copilot and any applications. If you look at the Industrial Revolution, these 6-10% build outs of railways and whatever things, many of those were not like, we've got revenue from the tickets and now we're gonna
There's a lot of money lost.
That's true. So if you really think like there's some potential here to 10x or 5x the growth rate of the world, shouldn't you just like let's go crazy? Let's do the hundreds of billions of dollars of compute.
It's not about building compute. It's about building compute that can actually help me not only train the next big model, but also serve the next big model. And you understand, until you do those two things, you're not going to be able to really be in a position to take advantage of even your investment. So you have to have a complete thought, not just one thing that you're thinking about.